Katniss Everdeen remained at the top of the box office this weekend, beating out her strongest competitor, Pixar's The Good Dinosaur.
Tonight, turn your weapons to the Capitol.
The final installment to the billion-dollar franchise is expected to gross $74 million over the 5-day holiday weekend. That sounds like a lot, but last week the film had the lowest opening weekend of the entire franchise at over $102 million. And in a year with some pretty massive box office numbers, Hunger Games had the 5th largest domestic opening.
I name him, I keep him. Killer.
Stinky!
Violet.
Spike!
Lunatic!
Spot!
Stomping in at number 2 was Pixar's The Good Dinosaur, grossing $55 million. This was Pixar's second release of 2015, the first time the studio has released 2 films in 1 year.
How was school?
You gotta be kidding me.
For this, we gave up that Brazilian helicopter pilot?
It had a lot to live up to. July's Inside Out grossed over $90 million in its opening weekend. And where Inside Out was adult-friendly just as much as it targeted children, The Good Dinosaur seems to be solely in the kids' corner.
I feel like this is the first Pixar movie that is more for kids, and not necessarily in a bad way. It's very much done for, I would say, 8, 9, 10-year-olds.
Toughest opponent you're ever going to have to face. I believe that's true in the ring, and I think that's true in life. Now show me something.
Coming in at number 3 is the newest Rocky film, Creed. It's expected to end the holiday weekend with about $29 million at the box office. That would be one of the biggest opening weekends in the franchise's history. And Sylvester Stallone is getting some Oscar buzz, too.
This movie fights to make its own place in cinema without riding the coattails of the Rocky name. Sylvester Stallone delivers such a great performance in this movie. This is a Sylvester Stallone we thought was buried years ago.
Coming up next weekend, we have the Christmas horror film, Krampus, and 2 potential Oscar contenders. Spike Lee's Amazon Studios film, chi-raq, is about inner-city violence in Chicago.
I will deny all rights of access or entrance.
And Youth, starring Michael Caine, Harvey Keitel, and Jane Fonda, tells the story of a retired orchestra conductor on vacation. Now, I've already seen this one, and this is definitely Caine in his prime. But then again, when isn't he in his prime?
Do you know who composed that piece that you're practicing?
No. Who?
Me.
For Newsy, I'm Lexi Hamasfar.